All right, hello everyone. So today's Thursday, so let's see where we're going. Now, as you can see, we've got gold, all right, here in front of us. Now, gold, I just drew these lines here. So because we're making higher highs, Thursday and Friday is a swing day. Monday was a swing day. The market shot up, so it looks like we're going all the way into Thursday, Friday, which is fine. And that should take us to at least 2,170, I'm thinking. Okay. If I wanted to do, this is the weekly. Let's take a look at the daily. Okay. There. So you don't want to stand in front of it because if we're going to sell, remember what we said, we might sell next week once the new moon is over. Okay. Because Thursday and Friday could still push this up and it can still go up and hit that 2,170. It looks like a reasonable value to me. So it's also the high of that weekly veg there. All right, so that'll be 1, 2, 3 tap. And then once we hit all-time highs, what we might see in the market is come back down all the way into some kind of an ABC retracement, like doing an ABC down, closing the gaps here and so on. If it comes back down here, then we're going back up again, obviously, but this is way, way, way off. Okay, and with all the uncertainty in the world, we don't know. This is a huge impulse wave. So what we want to do is when the market comes back down, we're going to look for up moves. Okay, and so on. So what to do for today? That's the question. All right. The question is, if the market comes back down again, a good time to get into the market is around 2:45 to 3 o'clock, which should take us into the New York morning session. The New York morning session is going to be a mess. I already wrote about it. And once we find direction, I would first of all stay out of the mess in the morning until at least 10 past 7 to 40 minutes past 7 my time. All right, so don't muck around. Just let the market do whatever it needs to bloody well do. And then if the market finds direction, it should take us to 8:30 to 9:15. That's a level to be careful, but it can still carry on from that level. And if it does, it should take us all the way into the closing. All right. So that we'll have to check out. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look. So from here, if we come down into the lunchtime, going back up again is logical. The market want to retest Asia highs, maybe even go to that 2,170. So euro dollar. Okay, so here we are with the euro dollar as well. Now remember with the euro dollar, I said you could go up because we had a breakout, and I said that goodbye kiss was there yesterday, as you know, which was I think what 44, wasn't it? 0844. Here we are. That's it. Here we are. All right. So if you follow this up, great. Now, one more thing you could have done is once you see the breakout of the high, all right, in Asia, the market just coming back. You see, in London it broke above the Asia high, the previous New York high, and then comes back down, and then it's just upwards move. Remember, we had those targets on the weekly. So the market still has potential, and a breakout going up is all good. So that's not a problem. I think if you guys followed that through, you should have been just fine. Okay, and that's it. Now, what to do today if you're going to be in euro dollar? I think there might still be room to go up on the weekly. There is, and on the daily we're already up here. Okay, so if we do come back down a little bit, okay, maybe going up is okay. Where would you want to come back down to? If the market comes back into 0875, which is, yeah, which is there. So this looks like a decent place where if at Astro hours, I think the market can pick up from here as well. All right. And that's just how it is. So, and that's basically it on this one. If it doesn't come back down that far, okay, then what you're going to have to do, if you want to trade it, is, don't muck around too much at the tops trying to sell it because there's targets on the weekly. On the other hand, don't buy at the tops either because you've done the daily targets on the PSD, you see. So this zone is a bit tricky because it's 1.0918, 0917, 18. So if I say 0918, here is the daily target 0918. All right. So it might just come up, take out the stops, and then go back. And, you don't want to be buying up around here. If you want to buy, it's logical if it comes down to the daily pivot or down here into 0875, and that's about it. SP 500. Now, SP 500 up move, closing the gap. Now what? Now, what is the question? Okay, so here, this is what we're looking at. All right. So are we going to turn or not? This could also be like this. Actually, I don't mind doing this. There. All right, so that's the trend line there. Why? Because it's touching more lines here, okay, than it is with that one. So what to do with this? I think the swing day, Wednesday was a swing day, Monday was a swing day. So as you can see, Monday was a swing day coming into Wednesday going up, okay? And then now what is the question? So we're either going to end up high somewhere on a Friday, or we're going to end up down here. So it's a bit tricky, but what we can do is this. Today's Thursday. I think if the market does come back down, okay, let's just tighten this up. This is a 5-minute chart. Let's make this 15. Now remember, this is Wednesday, right? So Wednesday made that low. So that's Monday. That's Wednesday market going up, okay? And it's coming back down to where it found support pretty much in yesterday's London session, okay? So two things can happen here. We're either going to come back down and go up, and then Friday we're going to close somewhere at the highs again, and then next week there might be a sell opportunity. The second option is if Wednesday's swing day was high, then the market will want to sell around here. Now in New York, you have to be careful because look, New York is selling. Okay, New York sold on a Wednesday, sold on a Tuesday, sold on a Monday. New York is pretty much selling when you get into the session there. So what Asia and London are doing is just retesting it and then, giving New York the opportunity to bang it down. So this might happen the same way again, and you shouldn't muck around with the market. Like I said, in the morning session, you got to wait until 7:40 my time at least. Okay, because only then, this is going to run out of juice. Okay, around 7:40. It still has the opportunity to make some impulsive moves, but I think it's going to be stable after that. And trading after that, the market might be a better option because then, like yesterday, around here, you see, it's like more stable. It'll be more stable around those hours. So selling off then might be the better option to do if this is what happens. All right, so it might go a little bit higher, touch that maybe, and then we'll come to that hour again, and then selling off again might be the way to go. All right. If the market comes down a little bit more, if it retraces or whatever, then you can still push up. But as you can see, the Asia session is just going up, and we'll see what will happen in London, which is there, that green line there. So we still have a bit of room to go. Okay. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, Nasdaq, Bitcoin. All right, so let's take a look. This is Nasdaq daily. Okay, so this, as you can see, is now going, market's going sideways. I don't mind selling this if it comes up a little bit more. Okay, obviously this is going to be a support level, so no selling at 17,884 or close to thereabouts. Let's get rid of these. Right, so 17,884, 884. Okay, so this is the PST level. Market can dip down a little bit. Once again, look, this is much more stable than trading the SP 500. Same thing I'm thinking, yeah, with Dow Jones. That's it. You see, nice and easy. Okay, nice and easy. This is nice and easy. So, just following that is a better option than trying to do all kinds of funny stuff at the opening. Just wait till the market stabilizes and then nail it. And this is, let's see, for example, what time is that? 1845. Last week, what did I give you? Not last week. 1720, and then 1720. That's 16. Okay, so I gave you this swing here, and then did I give you this one? Let's see what that was. 430. I gave you what? 435, 440. That's 335. 335, 340 is there. So I gave you this up move. I didn't have anything there yesterday. And then I gave you the 1035, which was 935. And this is your 935 here. All right, that's your 930, 935. As you can see, that's where the market picked up. So I didn't have an hour for that one. Okay, but this zone today is looking a bit better. Yesterday, 2020, why didn't I give you 2020? That's 1910. 1920 is there. All right, fair enough. So we had 730 yesterday for gold, but not for this. Okay, this is a different story. All right, not to worry. Okay. So same kind of thing. If we kind of go up, selling again might be a better option. But with the indices, you got to look out for Friday, okay? Because Nasdaq is a swing day on Friday. So Nasdaq is either going to break down into Friday or going to go up into Friday, okay? So what would we rather do? Well, we don't mind. We can do both, can't we? 64 is 17,736. 17,736. That's your weekly target there. Okay. So if we go up, you want to sell again, we should come into those levels, and that's also fine. Just put your Astro hours in and see how that pans out. Okay. Obviously, like I said, selling in the upper end is the better way to go. So if the market comes up, well, maybe the daily pivot even, or the weekly pivot, or close to the weekly pivot is okay to sell off. If you want to do it, this could be pretty much the zone. All right. This could be the zone. If it gets in here at Astro hours, looking for a sell is not a bad idea. Same kind of thing with Dow Jones. This is nice. This is a support level. So once again, no selling here. Selling can be at 58. Why do I not have? All right, so there's Why is the PST not working? All right, just bear with me. All right, the PST is working on the monthly. So that's your monthly target. So coming down from here is looking logical. Right, so we should come back down into this zone at least on the monthly. So following it here is okay. Okay, that's the Dow Jones on the weekly. All right, so so these are on the weekly. I've got PST targets on the weekly. Nice. 61, 38,017. All right, so that's your initial target, 38.17. And I think we can put that in there as well. So these were daily probably from yesterday. 38,017 is your first target on the weekly. And on the daily, 41. I don't know why 41 is not coming up here. Okay, so, but if we go up, like I said, you can sell the highs here, probably around the 38,900, or this zone here. Right, so if the market comes up, just match it to your Astro hours. Okay, so from highs here, it might take out the high of yesterday, but I don't think so. If it comes up here, I think it's good to sell. Weekly pivot, definitely good to sell as well. Okay, but no selling at the lows. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, still in that zone. I did say you can sell highs yesterday, and there you go, just selling the highs is okay. So we're probably going to push down because, like I said, this is an all-time high zone and you don't want to muck around here being a buyer. So if you want to do a trade, looking for a sell setup is the better option. Like I said, these are all done here. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a sell option, sell trade, not a buy one. If you want to buy and hold, definitely don't buy here. Wait for the market to come into a discount zone, okay, which will happen. It will definitely come back down. All right. Around the 30s and the 20s band, you can still buy. Check out those blue zones I've got on the screen. The market will come back into those zones.